happened to see a Back to Godhead magazine, and the back of the cover, Prabhupada was sitting in a Vyasasan in a very like a regal way, and he had his watch like very prominently displayed in that picture. So he looked at that watch and he saw, oh, this looks like a golden watch, and he was a thief. He was just like arrested for something, and he was in jail. So he thought, if I get out of this prison, I'll go and steal this golden watch from this old man. What does he have? What does this old man has a need for a gold watch? I'll go and steal. So he saves the Back to Godhead magazine so that he knows the address where to go and meet. And he gets out of the prison. He follows the address, comes to Mumbai, Juhu, and goes to the Hare Krishna land and asks for, where is this Swamiji? And everybody thinks, oh, such devotion that he is really looking for Swamiji with so much interest. And they say, no, Swamiji is in Hyderabad for a few days, you wait here for a few days and he will come. So those days it was very easy, you could just drop in and they will immediately shave you up and put you in the temple. So he was like, can I stay here until Swamiji comes? Yes, but you need to follow our hairstyle and our dressing fashion. So immediately they shaved him up, put him on the dhoti kurta, and allowed him to stay in the ashram, and he was doing some services. And Giriraj Maharaj was taking care of him. He was the temple president. At that time, he was Giriraj Brahmachari. So, and he was engaging him in various services. So, it was 7-10 days. He could not hold. Like, imagine like you are here for stealing a watch and you have to wake up at 4 a.m. It's worse than the jail, actually. The prison was probably had a better, like according to him, a better compatible lifestyle here. Hare Krishna Kastu Prabhu. So he had he had to wake up at 4 a.m. in the morning, and he had to go through all of these things, and he had to sit and chant, how devotees chant in the morning. So it's all, he had to go through all of that, and he was like, no, all I want is watch. So tell me where Swamiji is, I'll go to Swamiji. So he finds out that he is in Hyderabad, so he tells Giriraj Maharaj, I have no money, so I want to go meet Sri Prabhupada. He says, okay, I'll give you money, but you have to come back. He says, okay, who cares? So he takes the money, reaches Hyderabad and meets Prabhupada, and then he goes and they inform that somebody has come to meet, and Prabhupada gives him darshan, time for darshan, and then he goes inside, but in Prabhupada's presence, his heart suddenly gets transformed. There is nothing much spoken, he's just in Prabhupada's presence, and that glance of unconditional love completely transforms him. And he has not experienced anything like that in his life. So he immediately feels so bad, like I was here to actually steal the watch from this Swamiji. So he actually confesses. Like you become vulnerable when you have trust. Otherwise we never become vulnerable. In a public program, when we come together, it's not that we experience that level of vulnerability. When you have strong, intimate relationships, when you meet someone privately, so then you can be vulnerable. Because there is trust. So here he developed trust immediately towards Prabhupada because of his love, that he immediately became vulnerable and said, Swamiji, actually I was here not for anything, any spiritual knowledge. I just came here to steal your watch. But I'm very sorry, I should not have thought like that. So he immediately offers his obeisance and says, please forgive me, I'll never be here around. Prabhupada says, no, you wanted this watch? He removes the watch and he gives him, you keep the watch but you stay here. You stay with us, you keep the watch. And he becomes like so confused. It's like he has not experienced anything like this in his life, and now he does not know how to react actually, because love is something which can actually completely like surprise you also when it is really pure. When somebody shows you pure love, it can be like all your defenses go away. So he had no defense, so he was like, okay, what do I do now? So he asked Prabhupada, actually I borrowed money saying I'll come back to Juhu. So I'll go back to Juhu, I'll wait for you. And Prabhupada says, I'll be coming to Juhu very soon, I'll see you there. So he goes back and he's completely transformed. So he gets up in the morning, he chants, and Prabhupada also instructs him, are you chanting? He wasn't chanting. When he was in the temple, he would just keep a bead bag and he would be sitting like that, he wasn't chanting. So like he was, but Prabhupada asked him, are you chanting? He said, yes, Prabhupada, I will chant. So he goes back, he's chanting and all of that, and Prabhupada comes, and he's now serving in the kitchen. And it took a month for Prabhupada, now he has become a full devotee and he's serving in the kitchen, and Prabhupada is giving initiation. And the head cook had many helpers, but when they heard that Prabhupada is going to give initiation, everybody disappeared. So he was just alone cooking for like a whole festival. And Haridas Prabhu, he was asking him, I want to go look and take darshan of this initiation. I don't know what is Diksha. And he says, okay, you can go, but you have to go just see and come back. But when he comes, Prabhupada calls him, are you not taking Diksha? Prabhupada literally asks him, are you not taking? He looks at Giriraj Maharaj. Why? Why is he not taking Diksha? Okay. So they bring him. And then Prabhupada asks, what is they take the vow. So he does not know what the vow is. and then Prabhupada says, what are the 4 regulative principles? He has no idea. And Prabhupada is looking at Giriraj Maharaj. He's been staying for a month and he does not know what are the principles. And Giriraj Maharaj, he's just telling him in his ears, and so he could repeat. And he gives him a bead and he gives him a name. And then he goes back to the kitchen and the cook is yelling at him, why did you take so much time? He said, I just got initiated. What, you just came here new, how did you get initiated? Okay, come, help in the cooking. So after all of that is over, so his service was every day to go bring flowers for the deities. But he was very attached to eating candies. In India, what is called chocolate is pretty much candies, not the chocolate of the America. So it's basically candies. He was very attached to eating that. So he would save little money from that flower boga price, and he would buy some candy and eat every day. And then one day he thought, I want to offer candies to Prabhupada also. Prabhupada would like it. So he brings some candies and goes to Prabhupada and gives, Prabhupada, where did you get this? Then he explains, I get this money, so I got some candies for you. He says, you would like to eat sweets? So then he takes Prabhupada, it's around 9 p.m. Prabhupada takes him, okay, you like to eat sweets? And he goes to the kitchen, he makes halwa with his own hands and offers. And teaches him how to make a halwa and offers and then feeds him. And then he's just sitting there, letting him eat halwa, and he's eating halwa. And he was so touched by all of these reciprocations of Prabhupada. He went on to, he found the ISKCON TV in India, ISKCON Media for India, and he produced so much devotional content. And he very recently passed away last year, sometime towards the end. For all of his life, he was completely dedicated to Prabhupada. We see examples like Adipurush Prabhu here, that kind of dedication. So he was fully dedicated to Prabhupada, and he ran a restaurant for the Juhu. It's a very famous temple, and the restaurant is very famous. And their halwa is also very famous. So sometimes devotees would ask, is this halwa is nice? He would say, I have never tasted that halwa, that what Prabhupada made for me. I have never tasted another halwa like that. So for the rest of his life, his heart was completely transformed because Prabhupada showed that unconditional love. So that's what here Prahlad Maharaj is also experiencing with Narad Muni, and it completely transformed him that he could risk everything for that particular knowledge that was shared by Narad Muni, the love that Narad Muni shared. And we aren't even anywhere in the past 10, but it's already 6:30. So whatever was good in there, I surely heard many talks and gathered. So whatever was my inability in presenting it in a coherent way. So thank you all very much for this opportunity. So let us offer our prayers so that our hearts can become soft, steady, and also surrendered at the lotus feet of Nrsimha Dev and for the will of the spiritual master, so that our hearts can be a place where Nrsimha Dev can appear and remove all the ignorance that is there, which is stopping us from developing love of Krishna. So with these prayers and begging all of your blessings, Nrsimha Bhagavatam ki jai, Nrsimha Caturdasi Mahamahotsav ki jai, Shri Prahlad Maharaj ki jai, Prabhupada ki jai, Shakal Katavasya Sundeva Chakati Pranam Pavanibhyo Vaishnavyo Ananta Koti Vaishnavyo ki jai, Jai Gaura Premanande.
Thank you, Gaurashara Prabhu, for that wonderful meditation of the glories of Nrsimha Dev and Prahlad Maharaj, and so many wonderful points you made there, recognizing the Hiranyakashipu and the Prahlad as extremes, but then a little bit of it are in each of our hearts. And I really love the point how when Prahlad is there, along with the ego, then Nrsimha Dev or Krishna will make his appearance. It was just the ego that he's not really interested. But if there's a Prahlad who's determined to be Krishna conscious, then Krishna comes and he wants to protect his devotee. Anyway, that was one of many, many wonderful points you made. Thank you very much. We're going to have RT now. So this will be from 6:30 till 7 when we'll serve the feast. Before we do though, I'd just like to invoke your blessings and appreciation for some of the donors for this evening. So I'll read their names and at the very end we can all raise our arms and say Hari Bol 3 times. Venu Gopal Rao and Bharati Bapu, Virendra Balani Rupani, Akutita Devidasi, Ravana Jantagya, Shilpa Naran and family, Priya Talreja and family, Shiranika and Yasoda Dulal, Ankita and Bakwada, and then number 8 we have an anonymous donor. Please raise your arms in the air and 3 times 10. Thank you very much to our donors. Thank all of you for being here this evening, your presence in this festival. And then there are, of course, many volunteers that we would like to thank as well, but we can do that afterwards. Everyone please stand, and we will have our tea for Radha Muralidhara, Gaura Chandra, and Nrsimha Caturdasi.
Vishnu